You didn't eat a single thing. You slept for 7, maybe 8 hours. You woke up, went straight to check your blood sugar, and somehow it's high. Higher than it was when you went to bed. How is that even possible? If you've experienced this, you're not imagining things, and you're not doing anything wrong. What's happening inside your body while you sleep is something most people have never been told. And understanding it may change the way you look at morning glucose entirely. Let's break this down. Because the answer isn't what most people expect for years. The common assumption has been simple. Blood sugar goes up when you eat. So if you didn't eat, your sugar should be lower in the morning than it was at night. That logic makes perfect sense on the surface. And that's exactly why so many people are confused, frustrated, and quietly blaming themselves for numbers they had no control over. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't stop working while you sleep. It never does. And during those quiet hours, your liver and your hormones are running a whole process that has nothing to do with food and everything to do with survival. This is where it gets interesting. Your body has a built-in mechanism designed to prepare you for waking up. In the early morning hours, typically between 3 and 8 a.m., your brain sends signals to start releasing hormones like cortisol and growth hormone. These hormones tell your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream. The goal? To give you energy to wake up and face the day. This process is called the dawn phenomenon, and it happens to almost everyone. But in people with blood sugar sensitivity or reduced insulin response, the morning spike can be significantly more noticeable. What makes it worse is that for many people, this isn't a one-time event. It's a pattern. Night after night, morning after morning, the numbers keep coming back higher than expected. And without understanding why, it's easy to feel like your body is working against you. If this sounds familiar, tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and whether you know someone who has gone through this too. You'd be surprised how many people quietly deal with this and never talk about it. But the dawn phenomenon isn't the only factor. There's another mechanism, less talked about but just as real, called the Somogyi Effect. This happens when blood sugar drops too low during the night, and your body overcorrects by releasing a surge of glucose. You wake up with high numbers not because your blood sugar was high all night, but because your body panicked and overcompensated. Two very different processes. Two very similar outcomes, and without understanding the difference, it's almost impossible to address either one effectively. Here's where things start to change. What researchers have found is that morning blood sugar patterns are deeply connected to insulin sensitivity, and specifically, to how well your cells respond to insulin during those early morning hormone surges. When insulin sensitivity is lower, even a normal hormonal release can produce a more dramatic glucose response. And here's what most people miss. Insulin sensitivity isn't fixed. It's dynamic. It changes based on sleep quality, stress levels, eating patterns, physical activity, hydration, and even the timing of your meals the night before. That means a late dinner, especially one high in refined carbohydrates, can quietly set the stage for a higher morning reading the next day. Not because of what you ate in the moment, but because of how it affected your overnight hormonal rhythm. This is the kind of detail that never makes it into the conversation, and it's exactly the kind of information that can make a real difference when you start to apply it. So what does a smarter morning routine actually look like for someone managing blood sugar sensitivity? It starts the night before. A lighter dinner earlier in the evening, with fewer fast-digesting carbohydrates, gives your body a longer window to stabilize overnight. Even a short walk after dinner has been shown to support healthier glucose patterns the following morning. Sleep quality matters more than most people realize. Disrupted sleep, whether from stress, late screens, or irregular schedules, can elevate cortisol the next morning, which directly influences that dawn glucose rise. Hydration in the morning, before anything else, is a simple step that many people overlook. Your blood is more concentrated after a night of fasting, and that concentration itself can affect how glucose readings appear early in the day. And then there's the question of nutritional support. Some people find that certain natural ingredients, when used as part of a consistent, healthy routine, may help support how the body responds to those early morning hormonal signals. Ingredients like berberine, chromium, and cinnamon extract have been studied for their potential role in supporting glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity over time. This doesn't replace the lifestyle work, but for some people, it becomes a meaningful part of the overall picture, a layer of support on top of the habits they're already building. If you're looking into that kind of support, and you want to understand what formulas are available, what ingredients to look for, and what the research says, there's more information waiting for you in the first pinned comment below this video. Morning blood sugar is one of the most misunderstood numbers in metabolic health. But now you know why it happens, what's driving it, and what you can actually do about it. That knowledge alone puts you ahead of most people who are still guessing. The body is always communicating. You just need the right framework to understand what it's saying.